Honestly, Burnout Paradise Remastered looks better.
Well, yeah, but that game looked good. Looked better.
Yeah, it's also,
face.
what, 15 years older?
Yeah.
Heat is from, what, 2020?
Oh, that Heat. Yeah, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not thinking of the old one, the 2019.
I was thinking of the old one. Which,
Yeah,
you
but
know, is basically a decade older and looks more or less the same, which...
yeah, but that's not Heat, is it?
No. What the fuck is it was called?
Most Wanted?
No.
No. Hot Pursuit.
Either Hot Pursuit or The Run.
Yeah, the run is like 2015, isn't it?
2011.
It's 11. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mold. 13.
No, it was Hot
It's the
Pursuit.
closure of,
I was thinking
no, that
of.
was the closure of the. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's 11. That's 2007, isn't it? Hot Pursuit.
2010.
Yeah, not the first one, though. First one was in 2000. Actually, the first one is pre-2000.
90, yeah. First one is before Need for Speed was good.
Yeah. But Hot Pursuit 2010, then.
Yes, that was the one I was thinking of. That was a pretty damn good looking game for its time.
Yeah, still. Personally, I think it's still better than the old, some of the new ones. The remaster version looks quite good as well. I know road texture is a very, minor part of a racing game when it comes down to it, but
I would argue it's quite a major part of a racing game.
a lot of people just don't care about what the road actually looks like close up.
Yeah.
You don't need 4K road textures usually. Is what I mean.
No. Also, it's been cold and raining all day, and of course now the fucking sun comes out and it gets freaking hot.
Wait a second, was there a sale going on?
What under?
Yeah.
15. Yeah. There's packs on sale. I suppose we can rant about that for a little bit. Because, cheapest pack that's for sale.
And but those are the starter packs.
No, those aren't included in the sale.
No.
Cheapest things for sale are still 60 fucking euros. You know, not on sale.
Now, looking at things that are on sale are basically 50% off. So things like the clickbait, which is usually 70, is now 35.
Yes. And that is where the rant kind of comes in, because, you know, back in the day...
Yeah, that was the price for a pack.
Used to make a lot more varied packs. Like, you would have... I think rank 4 was the lowest packs.
Something like that.
Other than some of the starter vehicles that weren't in the starter packs back then. But there used to be a lot more variety in the packs. Instead of it just being copy-paste top tier.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the things that are for sale currently, well, on sale currently, we have the CB9105, I'll give the T55 AM1 credit for being unique, because while there is similarly modified T55s in the game in the tick trees, it is still fairly unique.
Still different.
Still different enough. And we got the Leopard 1A1 and the XM1. That is it for stuff that isn't in the tick tree in some shape or another. Out of like, what, 30 packs? Is there a tick tree cat 50 or is it only the 52? It's only the 52, but they are still very similar.
It's the same thing but newer.
Not quite, but pretty much.
Well, it's a Car 50 and a Car 52. You know.
Yeah.
Same series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when I say, same thing but newer.
Yeah. But the 52 is a 2-seater. 50 is a 1-seater. But yeah, I mean, effectively, they are the same. Which reminds me, I got a comment on the Terran 2 video we did years ago.
Okay.
Getting shouted at for saying saying the Terran is Panzer 4 but worse. Because he says the Panzer 4s only have 30mm of front armor. Well, yeah, the early ones do.
Yeah, the rest of them have 50 or 80.
Yeah.
So, what are you on about?
And they have better side armor as well, actually.
Great.
Panzer 4 F1. Same front armor, 5mm thicker side armor, 5mm thinner rear armor, and similar gun.
Light on my feet.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I like more with the Terran is the turret.
Yeah.
That's a bit. It's slightly more trolly. That's about it.
Yeah.
You and the reverse speed.
Yeah.
The transmission on that thing is really good.
Yeah. There we go. That's you can shoot.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Now, it's also the end of the month. Which means we got new suggestions passed to the developers.
Let's go.
And a few of them are actually quite interesting. Start down on the ground forces. We got the Sparpanzer 2 Lux A2 variant. Basically wheeled Marder, but minus the HCGM.
Great.
We got the ELC Even 20. Actually, I should open and show pictures. ELC Even 20. The funny little light tank with all the recoilless rifles. Basically the French equivalent to the Lancers. And we got the Mohawk Bofors Shark Trinity. Basically 40mm proxy fuse on wheeled chassis.
Could you say the name of that thing one more time, please?
The Mohawk Bofors Shark 8x8 Trinity is the full name.
Oh, Trinity. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I that's what you said. Yep, that makes sense then.
We also actually got a few interesting planes.
Some interesting planes even.
Yeah! 2 new unique jets and 2 props. Surprising. We got a attacker trainer thing for France, the CM-170 Fugger Magister.
Imprisoned for
The picture
eternity.
right now. Funny, pretty unique looking plane with a weird split tail.
Oh, it's that thing. That
Yeah.
has a surprising carrying capacity.
Yeah. Can carry just over a ton of armament.
Trainer.
Well, a ton of bullet fuel. Yeah, funny little plane. Let's go for the other jet. We got the BAE Nimrod MRA-4. You know, a
Careful, I'm
upgrade.
Nimrod.
You say Nimrod, an upgrade program of the giant ass fucking Nimrod MR2 that was based off of a fucking passenger airliner.
Nimrod.
Yeah, Nimrod, big Nimrod, passenger liner.
On Crod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very big. Can carry a bunch of missiles and bombs though.
So when are we getting the B-52, Berserker?
Probably never, because Gaijin would put it at fucking 13.0 and it would just get shot out of the sky without doing anything. But I do want it.
Speed on that slower than the
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's subsonic.
The
And it has,
bomber.
with the exception of the early models, it has no actual guns anywhere.
What?
I mean, it's not supposed to need guns. It's supposed to have an escort, damn it.
It's not even supposed to have an escort. It's supposed to fly through fucking dominated airspace where there isn't a single threat.
Yeah, but, you know, they also decided that they wanted to have it carrying bombs at some point.
What a saga.
Yeah.
We were hired by the
Well, I
wizard,
say bombs,
looking for some forge. Run into some old buddy of his, Zargrim, and the fight broke out.
Anyway,
How-
then we have the
an enhanced
biggest float plane
spectator.
as of
Never seen anything like it.
because you know float plane is not the same as a
That
flying
turned the
boat.
tables. He ran off,
Apparently.
Can't
left
set
us to deal with the
511.
bloody thing. I guess it's obvious what happened after that.
That plane looks familiar.
Yeah, it looks kind of
He's
like
after
the
the forge?
FB200
Whatever's in there must be worth
Yeah.
a lot of trouble.
or the what are the Italian bombers?
Gotta get my mates
The-
free.
The
We came in here
108.
together.
Yeah, the
we'll
108s.
leave together.
Where's the gun version? The gun version. It looks a lot like the gun version. Well, cannon version.
Bonk. The anti-naval version.
Yeah. And we got the AF/AMF XB3 medium bomber. A domestic Chinese bomber. And it just looks so fucking cursed.
Picture. Ow. Fucking hell.
It's in the way. There you go.
What in the actual... Nope. Get it off my screen.
What?
1.2.
It's so funny. I want it. That we have any funny boat shit? We did.
They'll catch a break.
Had one. The Wyoming class training battleship. The
The AA one?
Yeah. The AA one.
Yeah, let's place that in the small boat spawn and just, you know...
Which, well, I mean, it would be a very low PR for a battleship, but it would still be fighting primarily cruisers.
Well, you see, Berserker, what my point was, if you place that in the small boat spawn,
Yeah.
because the full enemy team on the small boats, you're still gonna have enough guns to fire 3 of them on each enemy boat.
Yeah. I mean, you got 10 127mm guns. At least. Because, you know, it's not meant to actually fight enemies, so the placement of guns is a bit weird.
But still, fucking hell.
Well, it has no, so to say, primary turrets on the entire fucking left side. And it has 2 single and a double 127 on the right side.
That's interesting. Circer, very random side tangent. I just realized about the low stat that I haven't looked at in absolute ages.
Oh, it actually has 4 open ones as well. Yeah.
It actually changes 10 on distance now. Because the projectile needs to accelerate.
Yeah.
So it has 70 at 10 meters and 729 at 1500.
It's been doing that for a while now. Also, I lied.
Yeah,
It actually has the same amount of 127s on each side.
Well, I haven't looked at the low stat since it was released.
One side has 3 turrets, all closed. The other side has 4, all open. Yes. Like I said, the gun placement doesn't make much sense because it wasn't intended to, you know, actually fight stuff. It was intended to shoot at fucking toad
Another day, another
target
fight.
drones.
Yeah, but... you know...
Yeah.
We both know that the Americans would have used it for something else if they needed to anyway.
It has 10 Bofas split up in 3 twin and 1 quad turret.
Well then.
Yeah. Also doesn't have any torpedo bulges.
Ew. You.
This thing could actually work at like 5.3, 5.7.
Are you saying we're getting a contender to the Japanese battle cruisers, the dreadnoughts? Because one of those are 5.7.
Something like that.
Don't
They're
touch
both
the
5.7 now.
Yeah.
blood. No, never mind.
Anyway, that is it for Gaijin stuff right now, I think.
Watch your back. Let's crack
Now, something that's been a bit of an ongoing topic.
Yeah, which one of them? Oh yeah, yep. I'm getting to it.
I watched this week's episode today, I think. And it has definitely been the best episode so far.
But the bar isn't set too high, by the sound of it.
But yeah, the bar so far has been set very, very low. It has the same weird-ass fucking pacing as Obi-Wan did. Where, like, the first half season, pretty much nothing really happens, and it's just building up backstory for characters. And for the setting in particular, which, I mean, it's Star Wars. We don't need that much fucking build of setting.
I mean, there's only so much more setting you can do in a very already set up world.
I mean, it is.
But fucking hell.
It is like 300 years before all the other stuff at the height of the Republic.
Acolyte or Obi-Wan?
Acolyte.
I'm hoping you meant Acolyte. But yeah, that's fair. But
So, you know, fair enough that there is a bit of that this is how the world is right now, but, you know, we don't need a fucking whole introduction to what the Jedi is all about, because, you know, that literally didn't fucking change for 300 years, which is why the fucking Sith were able to return.
yeah, a little bit.
And they are very much, well, I wouldn't say still, they are very much already the same arrogant assholes as they are in the prequels, thinking that, that they're basically ruling the universe.
The Republic or the Jedi?
The Jedi.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, this... there is virtually no actual attention paid to the Republic. Other than the Jedi are like, we need to report this to the Republic, and we need to not tell this to the Republic, and basically politics. So yeah.
What in the absolute fucking hell is this shell?
But I will say that this last episode has gotten me turned around a little, and I am very excited to watch the new one on Wednesday.
Ignore what the hell happened to the color on that screenshot, because I don't know.
What the fuck is that shell? What the hell is that on?
Need to find a way forward.
The Sep 2. The thing has 3 different heat shells.
Hey, yeah.
It has the normal heat shell, the
Multi-purpose heat shell.
which is fine, and then the obstacle reduction heat shell, which is basically the multi-purpose but less pen. But the same explosive.
But it also doesn't have the fuse thing. So it's basically... yeah, less pen shell because less explosives, but...
The fuse is not as sensitive.
yeah.
It's 5 millimeters instead of... So it's a heat shell that can go through fences.
Yeah, it also has a fuse delay of 0.6 meters. Instead of 0.05
Oh, for
meters.
fuck's sake. Oh no. Sucker.
So it's an armor-piercing high-explosive shell?
Basically. So I just tested it.
Yeah.
What happened if it hits on the left side under the turret, which is the weak spot? It goes into the turret ring, then explodes and overpressures the crew.
Great. So it's an armor-piercing high-explosive shell.
With a heat element to it.
Now, another
This
thing,
is dumb.
because, you know, it's that time of year again.
Hot?
Well, also that, but, studenta. People graduating our equivalent of high school.
Students?
Yeah. Doesn't really translate well. Graduates.
Yeah, graduates, yes.
On the fucking roads everywhere.
All the time.
Now, don't actually think I've heard any while I've been at home.
That's good, I guess.
Unlike where I lived before, where for this weekend, every single fucking year, it would be like every 1 to 2 hours, one would be driving past with loud ass fucking music blasting and yelling and whistles and air horns and everything.
Everything to piss off Berserker.
Yep, everything to piss off old man Berserker.
Fuck off my lawn.
Well,
Already hear you. Like, I
Yeah.
can hear you in 10 years sitting on your lawn and for no reason just tell somebody to bugger off your lawn.
Interesting.
I mean, in fairness, if I see somebody on my lawn, that I don't know, mind you,
Another
I'm gonna be throwing an axe at.
Is anything real down here?
You sure you don't live in the States?
Yeah,
Are you?
yeah. But, you know, the only bit of lawn I have is fully enclosed and gated.
Yeah, that's true.
So if I see anybody on my lawn that I don't know, they have to make trouble.
Were they very drunk and lost?
Very fucking lost. I don't live near fucking anything, Nico.
No, but Berserker luck.
And of the ones I know around here that are of actual adult age, I'm like, I would say 20 years, but that's probably not entirely true. At least 10 to 15 years younger than the next youngest person.
Well,
So, yeah. Old people don't tend to drink themselves stupid the same way.
well, you say that. That's not the
Tend and the same way being keywords in that sentence, because yes, there are indeed old people that drink themselves stupid.
Well, a lot of them have drank themselves so stupid so many times that they just become stupid.
Yeah.
Chill runs up your spine.
But, you know, they're at least able to find their way home, not stumble into other people's property, especially through a fucking closed gate around the
place
back
has a
side of
quiet
the
Most of the
house
time.
instead of the fucking front
You
door.
can't see anything strange.
And also, you know, most old people will, at least out here, because I am that far out in the middle of nowhere, that, you know, there's going to be more than one of them, and one of them is going to be driving, so at least one of them is still going to have their fucking senses about them.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, I would be very surprised if someone stumbled into my fucking yard because they were drunk.
Well, unlike me that lives in the middle of the city and have people in my, well, not my yard even, but in my backyard all the time. I had to chase them off because they're on private property.
Yeah. I mean, this entire area is
I have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
At least usually the people back here are, you know, they're being nice about it. They're like, oh,
Times.
my
Yeah.
bad. I'm gonna go away now.
If got over.
Yeah.
Through.
Yeah.
It's only this one girl that didn't really want to leave, so I had to literally carry her out of here.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite.
Which is something I find weird. With all my experiences with drunk people, it's always the women that's actually the problem.
They're eating for two, so get to
I mean, sure, a lot of the men starts fights and everything down in the city, but that's never been a problem to me.
Yeah.
As in, they've never been trying to argue or fight with me, but whenever there's drunk women and they're, you know, they're places they're not supposed to be, then, yeah.
Give you a swift kick up
The
the
screw
arse and
you,
show
you
you
can't
the
tell me
door.
what I can and can't do.
You and I could have a bit of fun together.
Yeah, one of them was, you know, drew the, you just saying this because I'm a woman, blah, 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 blah.
I won't say it
Equality,
again.
motherfucker.
Yeah, like, ma'am, you're in somebody's backyard, can you fuck off?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love how women, even here in
Keep your own
pretty
little
much as
nose in
fucking
your own
equal
little dish, Petal.
Scandinavia as
I don't
it
like
can get
busybodies.
without, you know,
Besides,
starting
you
to
have
be
bigger
inverse
problems.
discrimination.
That wriggler
Did you say that one more
slipping
time,
in your
Berserker?
green
You
juice is
disappeared a
bit
little
of an
bit from me there.
I
Inconvenience,
said,
isn't it?
even here in very equal Scandinavia,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of
I
women's
told
rights
you that
movement
girl's
stuff
none of
going
your
on.
business. Keep
Yeah, they saw
that
what's happening in
whore
America and
under
felt,
your
yes, we
nose
need to do that as well.
Let's
Yeah,
not
it's
make
a bit
trouble for
along
some
those
stranger.
lines. And I
We
mean,
have our own
yes,
problems.
women do generally
about your
make
Riddler,
less
and
doing the
that's
same
it.
jobs here,
Last warning.
They also do here.
but it's
They're
not-
also, what, 150 years behind of building up the wage.
Yeah, I mean, it's to nowhere near the same degree as it is in other parts of the world.
Yeah, that's true. It's a
And
minor
a
difference.
lot of it is due to fucking maternity leave and things like that.
Yep. And, you know, I was talking to somebody once about all of this crap, and they tried to go for the say that they don't have any rights.
Yeah.
Excuse you. Women in Norway have more rights than any man has, and they can
Yep.
also abuse the rights to get basically any man into jail without
Yep.
proving anything.
Yep. But what got me thinking of this is that you know, that there's been this this thing going about that women should also be included in the national draft.
You want to play the hero so badly?
They already are.
Fine.
Yes, for
Here.
you.
Let's make
They aren't
this
here.
Interesting.
But you know, then that whole equality crowd all of a sudden started going down a very different route.
It's really funny, isn't it? Like, we want equality, and then you tell them to, okay, well, here's a shovel and a pickaxe. Ooh,
Yeah.
don't want to do that job.
Moment it's not in their favor, they are very much against it.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's fucking-
You blink
It's
and
so
the wilderness changes.
Also, mind you, this is the national draft that for the past fucking decade at this point, since I was in, almost a decade ago, even before, like 99.5% of all the people in that program doing the basic training, because that's what the draft is here, basically,
Yeah, it's here as well.
were volunteers.
Do the unexpected.
Yeah.
The year I was in, I think there was like 5 people on a national level that didn't volunteer.
Yep. Like when I got my papers, like I didn't get in, but it's like you get the mail or you know the letter, and then you fill it out if you want to go there or not.
Going. Time to press ahead.
It's only in certain situations or cases that you are forced to, you know, do your first time service.
Here you get a letter with a date to when you need to show up for a basic aptitude physical test. And if you pass those tests, you get a number. From 1 to whatever.
In our case, you just get the letter first to say, do you actually want to do this at all? No? Okay, well, don't show up.
Oh yeah, we don't. We just get told, show up to this. And if you pass it correct, you draw a number. You literally draw a number. Well, I drew a number out of the ball. They drew like 6,000 and something. I think it was like 4,000 something slots they needed to fill that year. It was just
Fair
like,
enough.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
You basically had to draw under 100 to even have a chance of having to go in because there was that many volunteers. And I was like, oh well, yeah, you know, if I want to sign up when I'm done with high school, what do I need to do? And I got a bit of paper and stuff with me home with the date I needed to submit my requests for where I wanted to go.
Fair enough.
And I wanted to do Navy. And I submitted that request like 3 minutes past midnight.
Great.
Like 3 minutes after the fucking thing opened.
Let me in.
Enjoy playing
Wow.
with your new friend.
You see, the Navy was already full up then.
Wow.
Yeah, so I ended up in intelligence instead.
Intelligent.
Intelligent. With the patch with fucking Moonin and Hugin on it and the motto first to know.
Hey.
I'm not too mad about that. And I got to go to southern part of Jutland instead of northern part of Jutland.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, I wanted to get into the armored, but since you know my record of the 3,000 meter run is 2,000 meters, I didn't get in.
Yeah.
Of course, that wasn't the main reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, my back looks like a pretzel. Okay, well.
Yeah. I got to intelligence, and we had 3 fitness tests through the 4 months we were in.
Despite everything.
Basic military.
Yeah, we get
fitness test.
We got 1 year in. That's our first time service. 1 year.
We just had 4 months of basic training.
No, well, we had the 1 year for quite a while because you have basic training, and you just keep repeating it until your eyes go green or something.
Wow. The 3 months of basic training and 1 month of actual quote-unquote service.
Yeah, ours is just basic training. But we do a lot of things that are equal to service during basic training, like guard duty.
Yep.
Yay!
We have that as well. In the country's most secure garrison, because, you know, intelligence, so fucking spy satellites and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so that's where you invite the family, right?
Well, we did have a family day.
Circer,
Yeah.
I found a problem.
What?
The XM8000, or whatever it was. Gun no go boom.
No go boom on XM800?
Yeah, the sound's gone for me.
Gonna have to go look now. It is indeed. Probably because it's a new sound that isn't included in the mod.
Yeah, but it's supposed to just default to the default sounds when it doesn't find one.
Yeah.
Besides, it has the sound for the same gun already in the mod, goddammit, and the machine gun.
Yeah. Good job, did you? Anyway, yes, we had 3 fitness tests through the 4 months. My first one, I think I did like 1,900 something meters in the 12 minutes, and the minimum requirement was doing 2,400. The second one, I did the 2.5 And the third one, I ran on a fucking sprained ankle and still did 2 kilometers.
Oof.
Yeah.
You know, like I can run 3 kilometers technically, but you know, with the way my ankles work, they need a 1-minute rest somewhere in between those 3 kilometers, or they're gonna stiffen up to the point where I can't move them.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell they move. Which at that point it's kind of beyond me, my control if I'm gonna finish or not, or actually, you know, move from that spot.
Yeah.
Until those ankles just, you know, free up. It's like a frozen brake caliper on a car.
On the topic of running,
Oh.
there's a bit of a tradition in, you know, during that basic training of going up to town Thursday nights. And there's also a bit of a tradition that Friday morning is a company run, just, you know, to get things started. The first night we were allowed to leave the garrison. Of course, a lot of people went out and way overdid it at the drinking and were extremely hungover the next morning. And very much not a fan of the surprise that, you know what, we're doing a company run anyway because we got the time.
Oh.
So some of these poor bastards, well, poor idiots really, had come home like 5 a.m. I think, some of them. Some of them were literally just coming in a few minutes before we had to...
I'd say they're coming in at 5 a.m. and 5:10 you're getting kicked out of bed again because there's now time to run.
We didn't get kicked out of it, but we had to be
Yeah, you know what I mean.
at, I think, 7 a.m.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, the
And I think some of them were home,
home,
well, you know, 5 a.m. Some of them were home a bit late.
Going, Petal.
So they were very much not a fan of that, and we ended up running, I think, 7 or 8 kilometers out into the exercise area. The garrison was located right next to a fairly small exercise area, only like a kilometer by a kilometer. But out from the garrison, and then basically all the way around the exercise area, then up on a hill where grenade training happened, and then doing the plank and shit like that, while singing, while the sun was rising, and then back.
Sounds like a lot of fun that I don't want to go through.
Yeah.
A thief
One of my
to steal
roommates
from Auntie.
who
Now the good little Petal
had come home
dance
very,
like
very
old.
late and was very, very drunk. Like he wasn't even hungover yet. He was still drunk.
Great.
He was also quite a big person.
You feel
Like,
crushing
he was
waves
almost
of
as,
fear the presence within the door recoils.
as round as he was
Can't
wide.
let people through. Not again.
And let's just say he got an involuntary
Seen a
purge
mine. 2 paladins and a cleric marching
around the
through
5
door,
kilometer mark.
shrouded in the glow
Poor bastard.
of the divine.
Yeah,
Weapons
he
brandished,
basically
they
collapsed
charge
in a
into the
ditch
heart's
and
lane.
started puking his guts out.
Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them
Which,
in?
in fairness, I mean, that's dedication.
That's a decade for each.
I mean, you can't fault the guy for actually doing it.
He was very dedicated, even though he wasn't in a... Well, even at the end, he wasn't in particularly good shape, but he was very dedicated.
Yeah, like I said, you can't fault the dedication on doing what he did there.
No.
Did do the thing.
He did also get commended by every sergeant in the entire fucking
Company?
division. Yeah, company. So yeah,
He better.
yeah. The best part is when we got back. Can't remember if they had sent a car out to get him or if they were sending a car out to get him. But until he got back as well, we got to do more fucking PE.
Well, lucky you.
Yep. Anyway, let's end the rant there because I really don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, and I don't really have anything for rant today.
Great.